The time is now 4:12 a.m. It is the Monday morning, as we have just had a Sunday night. And it was a quiet Sunday night that just kind of dragged on and dragged on and dragged on. And a couple times I fell asleep watching interesting videos. Last one was about Neanderthals. Before that, I watched a few other things. And I just got sidetracked by this Neanderthal video. And I got about 10-15 minutes into it, and it's about an hour long. Then I got sent to the Accent Inn to pick up this woman who was leaving from there to get to the airport. So that was a welcome $55 that I really needed to put me at around the 200 mark. And I still got a couple hours left to go. And then I gotta take this car to the shop to have the rear quarter panel repaired. I'll be driving a different car tomorrow. Yeah, I'm kind of tired. Oh, we just went through that time change thing, so I ended up starting work an hour earlier instead of getting that extra hour of sleep that I usually get. Oh, man. I'm going to be dragging my ass for the next 2 weeks till my vacation. Be back tomorrow or later tonight if something memorable happens. Okay. I'm at the airport and it's 4:22 in the morning. It turned out to be a pretty good night. Well, it turned out okay. I can't really complain except for the last couple hours before I got this airport call. I think I cleared from a trip at 10 minutes to 2. And I sat in one place. At about 3 something, I got another call, but it was to an address that I didn't like. So I rejected the call. And I'm kind of glad I did, because that put me in position to get this call that came out to the airport for $45. So that was all right. I got 200 something, maybe 230 on, something like that. This is not my usual car. You may notice that that thing's different. It's a tablet instead of a mobile data terminal. A couple weeks ago, some kid backed into the car that I regularly drive, so it's in the shop right now getting its right rear quarter panel repaired. And should be good by the beginning of my next shift. And that next shift is, well, tonight. So right now, there's a police car on the side there, so I'm going to just put this camera down a little bit for a second while we go past him so that he doesn't see my phone being right there. Okay, that's better. Well, looks like it's popular to fly this morning because there's a lot of cars coming up to the airport. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much else to say except the night went pretty smoothly. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, ain't that perfection. I'm at the airport. It is 7:11 on a Tuesday night. This is my first trip of the shift after getting the car back from the shop. Talk about luck. I think my last trip before putting this thing in the shop was a run to the airport, and now the first one after taking the car out of the shop is a run to the airport. So that's fantastic. Last night, if I didn't mention it yet, my regular paid me quite a bit of cash, which was great stuff. If I haven't said it already, well, I'm sorry. What else? This is what the place looks like in the daytime. Look at that. Well, as the sun sets, the sun is setting down there. We got a sunset happening kind of thing going on. Yeah. Let's get around this roundabout thing here. And now with the sun behind us, or the setting sun behind us, you can have a better view of what this place looks like. In daylight, I suppose. And it's funny, you know, it was really cloudy back in town, and it was raining when I came to pick up the car. But out here, it's nice and clear, and the roads are dry. Looks like it was a nice day out here. In town, it rained. In fact, in the afternoon, the rain woke me up. Well, I'll do an update towards the end of the shift. Let you know how it went. Maybe I'll get another one out to the airport later on. What a way to start. What a way to start. Well, despite that call, that as soon as I was in the car, less than 10 minutes went by, and I got my first call. And that one went right out to the airport for $56 from my neighborhood where I usually work. That's fantastic. And it worked out amazingly well. Well, I got back into town, and I waited 2 hours for my next trip. And then I had one that went from one end of town to the other, and immediately got another call there that went back to where I was before, which was nice. And then from then on, it kind of dragged on. It dragged on and dragged on. And, you know, that first trip was $56. My grand total for the whole night. Uh-oh, now I got another call. I guess I'm going to do that. Because if I don't do it, I'll only have $202 on for the whole night. So I might as well get a little bit more while I can. Right now I was headed over to the car wash to wash the car. Yeah, I was gonna go wash the car. Well, that's it for the night. I know this one is gonna be short, so I'll talk to you later. Be back tomorrow. Ferry terminal. We're at the ferry terminal in Swartz Bay. It's the beginning of my shift, more or less. I had one fare before this one. It was taking some people from the Navy to the base from an ice cream stand. And now I was just sitting in a parking lot, minding my own business, watching videos, and I got a call to the liquor store at the Saanich Plaza, and there was this younger couple, and they were going out to the ferries. So this was a $57.20 fare, which puts me 57 and 16. Okay, so 16, 57, 58, $68. I'm about, no, $78. That puts me, is that right? No. 57, 60, 73. Okay, that's better. $73. So that means that I'm only $12 away from having my lease on, and the time is only 8:07, and I've got until 6 in the morning, so almost 12 hours to make a profit. That's nice. That's a nice way to start. So this is it, the Wednesday night, and I'll come back at the end of the shift and let you know how it went. All right, it's now 6:14 in the morning. I finished my shift. The morning was long. The morning was long. There were a lot of short trips in the morning hours. A lot of short trips of $5, $6, $5, $6. And always when I would be just falling asleep, I'd be getting one. So I'd go back to the parking lot and start watching a video, and then falling asleep to the video, and then getting another call and having to do it, and it didn't take me very far and didn't make me a lot of money. I did a grand total of about $250, I think, and that includes the run to the ferries early on in the shift. So yeah, I'm pretty tired right now, and got to go to the chiropractor, get my neck stretched, and I'm glad my vacation is coming up in just over a week. Anyhow, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Don't use a turn signal. Just come right out. Oh, fuck you. What a mess. Get out of my way, please. All right. At the airport, it is 4:41 in the morning. It is chaotic. It is everyone getting on planes at 5 o'clock and flying to places like Toronto and Vancouver and wherever. The night was one of those where I was getting short trips. I was getting short trip to death. Short trip to death until midnight, where I had about $150 on. And then maybe $160 on. Anyways, from about midnight till 3, I went to sleep. There was no business for me. I even opened my eye for a moment to check if this thing was still having me on the board, and I was on the board the whole time. There was just no business from midnight till 3. Well, at 3 o'clock I got a call. The call was to 2639 5th, which was quite a distance from where I was. And wouldn't you know it, I was only about 2 blocks from the place. And this thing went beep, canceled, and put me top in zone 62. Now there were 3 cars behind me in zone 62, which made no sense at all, because those cars could have been sent to the call where I was being sent to. Okay, so here I was, top in 62. And I wanted to go back to 68, but there were 3 cars there. So I got sent to the homeless shelter. And this guy's coming out of the homeless shelter waving at me. He wants to go to a hotel downtown. Not, of course, a classy hotel. A cheap hotel. The kind that I would probably stay in when I'm traveling. Well, anyway, this other guy comes along with a dog. And I'm allergic to dogs. I don't take dogs. And the guy wanted to get in with this dog, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't take dogs. I'm allergic. They make me sneeze and make me all itchy and uncomfortable. So sorry, I don't take dogs. So the guy says, oh, no, that's okay. It's my dog. Somebody handed him to me when I was coming out the door. I'll take him back in, and I'll be right back. And then the guy leaves and goes back into the building, and the guy who's in the car says, don't wait for him, let's just go. So I took him downtown to the cheap hotel. Let's see now. What else happened? As soon as I dropped him off, I had another call right away. And then I went back to the spot where I wanted to watch a video, and I just clicked on a video, and it was Rob, Whiskey in the Six, and he was just saying hi, and I got this other call, which brought me out to the airport for $55. I got a total of about $250 now at 4:45 a.m. Should I go wash the car? The roads are a bit wet, but it's not too bad. Maybe I should wash the car. Head back into town, add up my Interacts, go home. Yeah. I think I'll do that. Well, I hope yours is better than mine. I'll see you next week.